We're all told that having potential is this amazing thing, right? It's that feeling, maybe it hits you late at night, that you are capable of so much more. But what if that very idea, what if that's the one thing that's actually holding you back? Well, in this explainer, we're going to flip that idea on its head and unpack why your potential might just be a trap.
I know. That's a pretty bold statement, but it's the core idea we're digging into today. The comfort of thinking about who you could be might be the very thing stopping you from becoming the person you're meant to be. So let's break down exactly why this comforting little word can be so dangerous.
Okay, so first up, let's talk about the potential trap. It's this weird paradox where the belief in what you could do becomes the very reason you don't do anything at all. I mean, it feels good to have potential, sure, but it doesn't actually get you anywhere. Come on, have you ever been here? It's 2 in the morning, you're just staring at the ceiling, and you make this grand promise to yourself. That's it. Tomorrow, I start the business. Tomorrow, I'm at the gym at dawn. Tomorrow is the day. And you feel this incredible rush of motivation, right? But then you wake up, and that amazing, high-achieving version of you is still just an idea locked away in your head. So think about it this way. Potential isn't a launching pad, it's a pillow. It's this cozy, comfortable lie you tell yourself that lets you feel good without ever having to take a risk or face failure. It keeps your life on a predictable loop because, hey, dreaming is a whole lot easier than actually doing. And this isn't just some abstract idea or a feeling. There's real science behind why we get so stuck in the comfort of our own potential. Our brains are actually wired in a very specific way that makes this trap almost impossible to escape if you don't see it for what it is. Okay, this is the key right here. It's a concept called cognitive ease. Just by fantasizing about your goals, just thinking about who you could be, your brain gives you a little hit of dopamine. That's the feel-good chemical. It rewards the thought, not the action. And your brain, well, it's pretty lazy. It thinks, why would I risk the mess and pain of actual failure when I can get a nice little reward just for dreaming about it on the couch? And that's the scary part, right? This whole dopamine loop, it's an unconscious process. It's happening in the background. If you don't drag it out into the light and see it, it's going to run your life. You'll just think you're unmotivated or that success just isn't in the cards for you. You'll end up calling it fate, when really, it's just your brain choosing the easy way out. So the big question is, how do we break the cycle? Well, we have to shift our entire focus away from the dream and on to the action. This part is all about making that leap from being a dreamer to being a doer. It's about embracing what's called quiet execution. Just look at the difference. The dreamer, they're always talking about their big plans. They need that external validation, that little dopamine hit from someone saying, wow, that sounds amazing. But the executor, they're quiet. They're too busy building real internal progress, brick by brick. They don't sit around waiting for motivation to strike. No, they build systems that make sure they show up even when they don't feel like it. The reward comes from the work itself. All right, enough theory. Let's get practical. How do you actually build those systems? This next part is all about the actual tools you can use to design your life so that success becomes the default option, not something you have to wrestle with every single day. The secret here is a powerful idea called choice architecture. And listen, you have to forget about willpower. Willpower is fragile. It's gone the second you're tired or stressed or hungry. Instead, you architect your environment to make the right choice the easiest choice. You basically make failure way more difficult than success. And here are some dead simple, powerful examples. You want to write a book? Don't hide your laptop away. Leave it open on your desk, ready to go. The friction to get started is now practically zero. You want to work out in the morning? Put your sneakers and gym clothes right next to your bed. It's the first thing you see. You got to remember this. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And here's another awesome tool for you, the 5-minute rule. The next time you feel that wall of resistance go up, just tell yourself you're only going to do the thing for 5 minutes. That's it. Anyone can do 5 minutes, right? It's a simple trick to get your brain over that initial hump. And what usually happens is, once you start, momentum kicks in. And here's the most important part. Every time you do this, you are casting a vote for your new identity. You're voting to be the person who shows up. So as we bring this all home, it really comes down to just one thing, taking your first step. It's about making a real choice to stop being the person who has potential and start being the person who acts on it. It's about casting that very first vote for the person you want to become.
So I want to ask you a question, and I want you to be really honest with yourself. What is the one habit that's holding you back the most? Is it hitting the snooze button, mindlessly scrolling on your phone, putting things off? Take a second and name it right now. Because just acknowledging it, that's the first real step to changing it.
And I want you to leave with this thought. Your future self isn't waiting for you somewhere down the line. That person is being built right now by the tiny choices you're making today. Your life isn't on pause, it's happening. So stop dreaming and start doing. Choose progress.